Hey YouTube, it's So from So's Real Thoughts. We are live on both YouTube and Facebook, and we're here to talk about my August film favorites. Just gonna get settled in and check some stuff for a second. We'll get started very shortly. Cool. Bear with me. Awesome. Okay. How's everyone doing? It's been a whirlwind, kind of. August was like a special month for me because usually, as you can see in my previous month's favorites, that I'm always watching stuff constantly and going to events. And for once, I was like, I'm going to take a semi break. But that also, the break still means I'm watching stuff, which is insane. But yeah. So I took like a breather, but I went to a couple of events, and one of them being Guillermo del Toro's At Home with Monsters, which is his exhibit at LACMA. And I actually did I shot a vlog of it, so you can see it on my channel afterwards. But it was such a cool experience because like I feel like he's like one of those filmmakers that I haven't actually like I've watched all his films, but I don't know too much about him. And so going to the exhibit really gave you like an inside look on his like greatest inspirations and what he's really about. And I really enjoyed it. And it's such a cumulative like collection of everything he's about, starting from, because this is most of the stuff that's displayed is his. So that was really cool to see. And I think it's on till October or December. So you don't have too much time to see it, but luckily I videotaped, made a vlog for you guys just in case you want to see that. And so that was really exciting. For those of you that want to know, my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie probably has to be Pan's Labyrinth. I think it's one of those iconic films that that everybody watched and was so blown away by it that they really like he just shot up, into Hollywood fame or whatever. And then as of recently, Crimson Peak, which I did a review. I did a review of it with Sal from Chrome Yellow, and you can watch that also on the channel, is like polarizing in some aspects, but I really enjoyed it because of like how beautiful yet creepy and super dark it was, yet very, very humanistic. And so that was really nice to see. And yeah, I'm like, I think I'll always be a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro. The only film I haven't watched of his that I really want to is Blade Runner. No, wait, sorry. Oh my God, Blade 2. I think I was, obviously my mind's like, um, not Blade Runner, Blade 2, which I could not get a hold of. I think it's not on Netflix. Blade 1 for sure is on Netflix, but Blade 2, I'm gonna have to do some digging. And so, yeah, that was like really great. Definitely like a top filmmaker to watch or always watch. Such an inspiration, and you would see like the real kid in him. And so I went to that, and I was amazing. And another event that I went to was Sundance's Next Fest, which is a section of Sundance, but they bring it to LA so you can kind of see the best of the best. And I love this film festival. Like, it's different because they reinvented what it means to be a festival, and they started adding musical guests, which is insane. And it's like, I love that they did that. And so he so I've probably been going like every year since it like has been in LA, which maybe 3 years. I actually did a vlog, so I'll link it down below, slash if you want to just go and search Google, God, such a mess. Sundance Next Fest. You can find that immediately and watch it, because it's really nice to see like the environment. It's such a like kind of a hipster, yet like not as pretentious. No, wait, let me take that back. It's kind of pretentious because it is LA, but it's still really nice because you could really feel the community within. And I watched 3 films, one being So Young Kim's Lovesong, starring Riley Keough, Keough, and Jenna Malone. And that film absolutely broke me in so many ways, and it's so beautiful. It's coming out next year, I think in January, which, damn it, I seriously want you guys to watch it. It was like, it's definitely going my top 2016 film list, but if it comes out next year, obviously I'll have to make it 2017. It's so beautiful, and it really hits you so hard, because what So Young Kim is known for is, I guess, extreme intimacy, which is such a funny word to kind of describe her style, but it's true. She's so good at creating these moments between people that seem so mundane, but is so special because of how she executes it. And so I've been a pretty big fan of hers. She did Treeless Mountain. Her husband, who she's teamed up with on this one as well, did The Exploding Girl. So yeah, she's done a couple of other films, and I still have to watch that. But this one she like really nailed it. It was incredible. If you're just tuning in, I am talking about how I went to Next Fest and I saw So Young Kim's Lovesong, which is insane. And the second film I watched was it's like the grossest film that you could possibly see. I think it's going to come out this year or this month. It's called The Greasy Strangler. I might have to do a trailer reaction for it, because I just went in not really watching anything and into the movie, and I was kind of like, it's really a love or hate it, because it's like a movie that its main objective is to annoy the shit out of you, and it does that beautifully, but it's hilarious. It's so gross, which I kind of like. And it's one of those midnight screening movies that really pushes your button. And it's just like the ultimate grotesque, like obscene, kind of absurd film that probably would have never gotten made if this person didn't convince them that this is like worthy of an audience. And I think it is, because of how insane it is. You got to watch the trailer. I think obviously after I do this, I'm going to link down all the trailers and everything I talked about. So come back in like a day and you can see it. It's like, you know what I'm talking about. The third film I saw was this Iranian horror movie called Under the Shadow, which, you guys, Iranian films are the shit. it's this horror film, and it was so well done in just creating a dreadful environment amidst like the war and everything else, and just inner anxiety about being alone. And it was probably the one of the few films that really like I jumped, because there were like some what people would call cheap scares, but it wasn't cheap. It just comes off like that, or the executions like that, but it's really well done, and I loved it. So I can't wait for you guys to all watch this. I think afterwards, John Landis came and did a Q&A with the filmmaker, because I think the thing about Next Fest, which is so amazing and exciting, is they asked the filmmakers, like, if you could be interviewed by anybody, who would you want to interview you? And the guy from Under the Shadow, let me just look it up, what his name is. Abak Anvari. He was like, John Landis. I want John Landis to interview me. And it was the most like awkward interview ever, because you get this emergence of independent filmmakers and like John Landis, who's like super Hollywood now. And they're just like, you could see they like didn't talk before the interview, so you can kind of see that they're meeting for the very first time, which can be a little bit awkward. And then they're like talking about Hollywood, but also talking about independent films, and it was just like, oh my god. And John Landis is just really loud and in your face, and I was like, okay, great, I need to get out of here. But yeah, I love Sundance's Next Fest. After Lovesong, Shamir, the musician, came out and he gave like a terrific performance, and it's like a show. It's like a concert and a film, and that's awesome. I think with the Greasy Strangler, what happened was Fly Low, aka Steve, he premiered his short film, which is also very disgusting and embodies kind of the same genre of like disgust midnight movies as the Greasy Strangler, and it was out of control. It was so insane and so well done. I'm really glad that Philo is like becoming a filmmaker, because he really has like an insane vision of what like the kind of story he wants to tell, and I don't think anybody could have told it but him. So considering that August was more like my chill month and I went to more events, I don't actually have like film favorites, but I have been watching, or more like binging, on a lot of TV shows, and one of them being Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I started from the very beginning and now on season 3, and it's amazing. Like I watched it when I was younger, but I don't think I watched it in full. I watched it like here and there, and that was like fine, but watching it from start and like till now, you can see how good it is. If you don't know Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's a TV show that was made by Joss Whedon, who did the Avengers, and it's just such a kick-ass, like, good fantasy TV show, and it keeps like the momentum going. And every week there's such a diverse kind of array of creatures that come up and haunt the town, which the high school was filmed in my hometown-ish, I guess what I would say, my town of Torrance, which they shot at Torrance High, and that's like the iconic high school that every high school film is filmed at. So that's always very exciting to see. So I've been pretty obsessed with that right now. I still have to continue. I think now that August is over, it's like September and October is starting, I'm gonna like jump right into watching like a hell of a lot of movies. So I loved August because I was able to just enjoy and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it's awesome. If you guys watched it, let me know what you guys thought about it, because every like I think I might need to do like a whole video just on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and why it's so good. Just the characters and how she really emotionally is such a teen, but that doesn't take away the fact that she's like this human being that's amazing. Hi, Teo. If you want to head over to YouTube, there's a couple people watching, but yeah, I like that it's more intimate and it's just us right now. And so the other TV show that, if you don't know, that I've been like completely obsessed over is Mr. Robot. If you guys didn't know, I'm like obsessed with Mr. Robot, and I'm completely like in love with Rami Malek. And I'm so happy that he won the Emmy this past weekend. It's so good. It's like one of the few TV shows that I don't watch TV. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't watch TV as much as I watch films. And so it's very rare when I'm like, okay, I need to watch this series and actually take the time out. And so, yeah, Mr. Robot is one of those shows that I'm fully committed to, because once I started, I can't stop. And it blew my mind. I think the pilot is one of the best pilots I've ever seen, ever. And then now that we're on season 2, I will have to make a separate video about how much I love Mr. Robot and all the great aspects of it. And the way they really, twists are so old, and they reinvented how to execute a twist. And it was just done so brilliantly. And Sam Esmail is a damn genius for every little thing that he does. And you can see he's definitely inspired by Kubrick, because everything is like framed to perfection and nothing is put on the screen on purpose. And so I really appreciate that. And Elliot Alderson is incredible. Yeah, so I think those are technically my August film favorites. So I went to Guillermo del Toro's At Home with Monsters exhibit at LACMA, which was fantastic. Then I went to Sundance Next Fest to watch So-Young Kim's Lovesong, The Greasy Strangler, and then Under the Shadow. All very terrific films. They all came out of Sundance, and so this is like the event where they highlight it in LA, along with musical guests and celebrity moderators or interviewers. And it's awesome. And then so the 2 shows that I've been binge watching is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, obviously, and you guys should jump on it. It's like so good. And then Mr. Robot, I cannot say more good things. It's really at the level of what filmmaking is, but on television. And I'm so glad that USA really took a chance on them, because apparently nobody was like, who the fuck wants to watch like a hacker show about this kid who's like addicted to morphine and super lonely? But it's like, that's very relatable to a lot of people, and I think that's why people love it so much. I am hoping I can go to Comic-Con next year and see them in person, possibly. Yeah, there was gonna be like an announcement portion in the very beginning, but I think I just ended up getting just started, and so I'm gonna, I guess I'll talk about announcements, which not too much. October is Beyond Fest, which is like the best horror film festival in LA. So I'll be there all of October, and I made a short film last year with my friend, like on the go, and I didn't really release it or show it to anybody because I wasn't sure, like I wanted to be like amazing. But if you think about it, if you did it and you feel proud of it, why not show it to people? So a year later now, I am going to release it probably in the coming weeks because I think it's one of the short films that I've made thus far where I feel like it really shows what kind of filmmaker I am, despite all the lack of resources and everything else. And so, if yeah, look out for that. And I think that's about it. I am gonna do like a separate Q&A video. So if you guys want to ask me any like film related questions about, I guess, media, television, whatever else, let me like tweet me or Facebook me or even leave me a comment and hashtag ask so, and I will do a video around those questions. Wow. So I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what you guys watched in August and what you would recommend, what you recommend I watch. I am definitely gonna do more film reviews and trailer reactions very soon. The great thing about August was that I just got to chill and do nothing, which I love because I never get to. Um, so that was awesome. And yeah, I definitely got a lot more film reviews in store for you guys. And I think I'm going to switch it up and talk about a few like personal things, but not really personal because it's all film related. I think I'm going to be talking about like if you should go to film school or how to get your films into film festivals and how to be like a super film geek, even though that might be a given to you. But I think people would enjoy watching those. So, anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know now. And where else? Teo says, please watch Asura City of Madness, which I've never heard of that, but I will put it on my list and check that out. Great. Anyways, if you guys want to connect with me, definitely hit up my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, Tumblr. They're all listed below in the description box. And I'm always like what I've been enjoying is on Instagram. There's Instagram stories, and so I've been kind of showing you what I've been watching and where I've been going, and yeah. So definitely connect with me and check out. I think I'm gonna revamp my website, so wait for that. It's gonna be super exciting. I'm gonna try to expand this. Yeah. Okay. I will talk to you YouTubers or you YouTube later. Bye.